So, some people ask, why are you a Satanist? What made you become a Satanist? And my answer to that is, well, nothing made me become a Satanist. Satanists are born, not made. I had no traumatic upbringing. I had no special circumstances that happened that, led me away from the light, so to speak, or Christianity or whatever. I grew up in the, I was born in '76, so nice Harley. Anyway, I was born in '76, and so the height of the satanic panic was back in the late '80s, early '90s, and so at that point I was, around 13, 14. And there's a certain correlation between sexual development and rebellion and Satanism, for sure. There's a reason why a lot of people who become interested in Satanism do so at the age of around 13, 14. Well, they reach sexual maturity, they start thinking for themselves, and they start to feel the social confines of society. And they rebel against that because, well, ultimately they're sexual repressive. And, they kind of, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people, which I consider, the elite of humanity, find their niche, so to speak, within Satanism and within outside of the realm and outside of the box of thinking. I've tried to make this video like 5 times, and there's an airplane flying by, or there's a fucking neighbors coming home, my dog biting on my ass. Anyway. So yeah, I had no traumatic upbringing. I had no bad childhood. I was never molested. I was never beaten. Never, anything. My childhood wasn't perfect. I come from a split family, but whatever. my dad loves me. My mom loves me. I grew up pretty much a normal American kid. Sure, I had an inclination towards heavy metal and Slayer and rebellion and whatnot. But fuck, a lot of people did. And but that's just me. Again, Satanists are born, not made. When I read the Satanic Bible at the age of 13, I immediately knew that I was a Satanist. I, for the first time in my life, was able to find and identify with a group of individuals that felt the same way I did. It was a revelation to me. I used to carry on a Satanic Bible in high school. I was so in awe that I was almost like a Jehovah's Witness or Satanist in high school. And it was because, I was so excited that I thought that everybody would feel the same way I did if only they knew. It only took me a couple years to realize, no, that's not the truth. That's not the way that works. You're born, not made. You're not gonna, you either see it or you don't. And yeah, so I read the Satanic Bible when I was 13, and it made a lot of sense. And I immediately identified with a group of individuals who felt the same way I did. And, I've been a Satanist ever since. This would be way too long of a video to go into a lot of great detail. If you have a question, ask. But yeah, that's pretty much my story. That's kind of how that unfolded. So, yeah, hail Satan.